This week on Reality Check, we continue in our usual fashion by bringing you the exciting moment of your favorite reality TV shows from the season finale of The Real Housewives of Lagos, with a side of shade to the Mommy Club Season 3, the quick dash of the Never Ever Met reality show, a virtual to real love experience. But first, let's meet our commentators. Joining us as special guest is Sophia Momodu from The Real Housewives of Lagos.
Alright, you know it's about to be a great time when you see smiles on set. Welcome to Reality Check on TVC. My name is Debbie, aka Deb's Extra, and it's going to be a spicy episode today. Lots has been happening behind the scene, and of course on scene, on set, we bring you the drama, the chaos, the tea, the gossip, what is going on in the world of reality TV shows, not just in Nigeria but all across the world. My co-hosts are here and ready to go. To my extreme right, we have the gorgeous Olamide.
They coached me from the news department, you guys.
Well, today you're a media personality.
Absolutely.
and the reality check star.
Of course. And right beside her is the only man on set.
As you know.
Are we calling you Balogun today?
No, I'm a lady today. What do you mean?
Oh no,
Hello?
no, you're not a princess. We will not allow that. We have Victor, who is a content creator and producer. How you doing, Victor?
I'm good.
Good to
How
see
are you doing? Thank you.
Today you're surrounded by women. How does it feel?
He loves it here.
He loves it already. You don't want to go anymore.
No.
And right beside him, I'm sure you're wondering, who? In fact, if you should wonder, then you need to knock you on the head, because it means that you've not been living on this planet at all.
At all.
Yes, she is a fashion beauty influencer. She is a CEO. You know, she's a business owner, and she's also in her newest bag as a reality TV star. Let's welcome on set, Sophia Momodu.
Thank you.
Looking so cool, calm.
You guys are gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
You
for having
guys.
me.
How's it going?
You are a gorgeous man.
So how's it going, Sophia? Nobody expected that this would be a new phase for you. Like, you just surprised everyone. Like, why the thought to go into reality TV?
I just feel like it was time. You know, I felt like it was also the perfect place to, you know, be able to showcase my businesses and, you know, just thrive. And it's been a fun experience so far.
But weren't you like a little bit, I don't want to use the word scared, but skeptical about, you know, the fan base situation that we have in Nigeria? You know, when you have a known face, there's also the fan base that are fans of other known you know, celebrities that will come out to say, oh, this is this person here, I'm coming to watch this person, and then have opinions about the person. Now let me break it down. This show is a huge show from season 1, season 2. There being, you know, fan base of this character that versus that character.
Yeah.
And going into season 3, obviously that's something that would usually happen. Now for someone like you that you've, at least from what we've noticed, you've tried so much to distance yourself from controversies. Knowing that this is a baggage that goes with reality TV shows, why do you think this was a good opportunity for you to come in?
There's that aspect, you know, but are you talking about those broke people? I'm joking. I've never, honestly, as someone who has dealt with like a lot of criticism and someone who, you know, I feel like sometimes every single thing I do kind of trickles down to the news and it's a topic and it's something. I'll say I have crocodile skin now. So that crocodile skin, I feel like everything has led me to this point where I'm at right now. So it just falls off, it rolls off literally when it happens.
Loki, I feel like you built for this. And based off the things you used to do before, caring for out of school kids and other things you used to do, you were actually used to the media and used to the drama. So like getting into the house and getting used to all this type of things, how has it been for you basically? Was it new?
No. I mean, the experience is new, but not the would I say the spotlight? It's brighter now for sure, but it's not something that I'm new to. And then I would honestly say therapy. You know, yes, I'm such a strong advocate for therapy because therapy would literally save your life. Like it would change how you think about things.
Definitely, I agree with you.
So I'm able to 99.9% of the time remove myself from the situation and realize, like, listen, this person that is lashing out at me with this long message.
It's all about this person.
It's really about this person and how they feel about themselves.
We saw you throw that therapy out the window, girl. You said.
Yeah, I sure did.
But I'm curious, why do they call it Real Housewives of Lagos when you guys are never at home? You're always in one party or the other, always doing one shindig. I'm curious, why do they call it Real Housewives?
It's the name of the franchise, right?
The Real Housewives.
Did that bother you a bit? Because you're technically not a housewife, but you do have a connection.
I did ask the question, and I was like, listen, guys, why am I being picked to, come on this platform to be a cast member? And they're like, it's not just married women that they like to, reach out to. If you're in your field and you're thriving and you're doing well and you're a woman who is, famous about town and, you're doing stuff, you're known in your city, they will reach out to you and be like, hey, would you like to, be a part of this? And I was really honored to be a part of it. I was super excited as well. And like I said, amazing experience,
Yeah, we absolutely love it.
You're actually really doing well.
Thank you.
I saw your profile on our story.
Okay.
Stephanie Buzari book.
Yes.
And I was really impressed as based on the things that are going on there, the things you're doing for the community. And I was really, really impressed. And I was like, okay, fine. Apart from reality and every other thing you do, you're actually passionate about the things you really do offline. And I was so impressed.
I'm taking him home.
Because he's working hard right now.
I love him.
Before the show even started, you guys took like 10 selfies with her. This isn't the genesis.
So I'm currently in my auto bag now, guys. Yes. But I was just really excited to be able to work with Stephanie Busari. She's such a brilliant mind. And I remember when I first sent in my first draft, I was shitting bricks. Like, I was like, what is she going to say?
Because she's tough.
She is. So her feedback her feedback when I got it, I remember I literally, because I had first sent it to my uncle to quickly read through, and he was like, you got this, And then I sent it to her and she got it, and she didn't say anything for like 48 hours. I was like, damn, they don't like it. And then the feedback came and she was like, Sophia, this is brilliant. We literally don't have to do too much. I started crying because I was just like, oh my God, I'm finally doing the things that I always wanted to do. And it's coming so easily. It's smooth like butter. So that's how you know that it's, God is involved,
But speaking of Uncle Dele, does he watch you? Has he seen you calling people broke on live TV?
We did have a talk about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't come off as cocky because that's not who you are in person. And for me, can I be honest with you guys?
Definitely.
That was the only way to kind of like get back at them with all the rubbish they always say about me.
I was like, all the rubbish they in particular.
The broke guys.
Yeah, the broke guys.
The online warriors.
This is reality TV.
The online warriors. They are always, so I feel like they could do with a little more grace. You're entitled to your opinion, and we put our lives out there so much. And when we do that, we open ourselves to all kinds of criticism, right? But a little more grace. Like the African fan base, they are so like harsh. It's almost like some of them want to pull out a whip and whip us when they are coming for us, And I'm like, but you're human too.
Trust me.
And we make mistakes.
Trust me when I say they actually do love you for them to care that much and actually take their time to send those replies, send those comments. They actually do love you.
Oh, this is
Trust
like
me.
a little therapy session, right?
I love the fact that you take a stance. You will address things that need addressing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're going to post on your story, you're going to post receipts, you're going to post chats, you're going to ask people. I love that about you, girl.
Well, I've kind of grown past that now.
Yeah.
So, again, therapy. It's really not about me. It's about this person and how they feel about themselves. And 99.9% of the time they are projecting, right? And the second I got there in therapy, I don't know, it's been a couple of years since I've been like that. Before, 4 years ago, Sophia would literally tag you and be like, at so and so person, let's talk about this since you want to talk.
Which led me to, this question I have for you, you being on the show has made people see you in other ways. What would you say has been the biggest misconception about Sophia Momodu?
So, guys, grocery shopping is like a therapeutic experience for me. So I like to grocery shop myself.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love to do it. I haven't been able to do that recently because, workload is tripled now and all of that. But on 2 different occasions, I've run into women at the grocery store. The first one was literally weeping. She had tears in her eyes and she came and she held my hand and she was like, Sophia, I just wanted you to know that I actually had a RHOL page where I used to like literally go from blog to blog, just dragging you because I felt like your own was too much. But I've watched you on the Real Housewives of Lagos. You are completely different from who I thought you were off of what social media feeds us. And I just want to apologize and I want to show you I've been stalking you everywhere. She pulled up her phone and I was like, oh, so I gave her a really warm hug. And then the second time I walked into the grocery store and some girls were shopping and they're like, my queen! And I just started laughing.
I mean, that's a real thing on the show.
That's really...
Now, there was that moment between you and Dabota of the show. First of all, you came in like in episode 4.
Yes.
Why episode 4? Why not from episode 1? Was that like an arrangement? Why?
No, paperwork, getting everything together, all of that. No, there's no storyline. No.
I just say everything is real, like everything that happens on the show.
Because it's a lot. It's a huge team, so we were still putting things together, and then I joined. I feel like everything happens for a reason.
Which I need to ask, what was the reason behind the whole boat situation? What was that prearranged? Like, this is how you're going to come?
No.
This is the drama you're going to come?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so explain to us what happened that delayed your boat joining the others.
Okay, before I start, because the explanation is going to be very, very brief.
It's fine.
Because I hate to shalaye.
Okay.
But I feel like
Resist the
in
odds.
season 4, they need to also pay my boat as a cast member because,
it was a huge highlight.
It was a paid actor, a main character. But with Dabota, I wasn't aware because sometimes when we receive the invitations to attend each other's event, it comes from production.
Of course.
So the communication wasn't between me and Dabota.
So
It was
between
between production, myself, and Caroline. So Caroline was the closest in proximity to me, so she extended the invite.
Okay.
And I didn't get all the information.
Oh, okay.
But because I have access to, it comes naturally. And it's not even trying to be shade or trying to be cocky right now. I was just like, okay, we're going to the beach. And I went to the beach how I go to the beach. And it became a serious issue.
You know why it became even more serious?
Why?
Then you kind of retaliated, in quote, with the gift situation. You gave everybody except Dabota.
Yeah.
I hope your therapist is watching. I believe my therapist is watching.
So can you explain that? Because I'm looking through every episode, I look through the comment section, like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And these are some of the
Highlights that
like
you've
people
seen.
really are confused. Like,
Why?
What had happened was,
Yes.
so when we went for Caroline's event first, remember, that was where I met everybody else. And then I had said to them after that we filmed that particular episode that I wanted to give the ladies beach coveralls for the beaches. We're all going to the beach, and we all gift each other. We're kind of cross networking as well. So they were like, okay, we're going to send you everyone's measurements. And I received everyone's measurements but Dabota. So the initial plan was, so the initial plan was, it wasn't intentional. She wasn't in the country, So the plan was to send their coveralls to them and then meet Dabota for the first time at the beach, get her measurements, and then send her address as well. However, when I saw the sass, I was like, oh, we're throwing sass around.
So that was intentional.
We're throwing sass around. So I wasn't going to give them their gifts at the bonfire. That was not the plan at all.
Okay.
But when the whole bonfire sass happened, I was like, oh, since we're throwing sass around like confetti, let's razzle dazzle a little bit. Yeah.
Throwing confetti and throwing
Yes,
sass.
she did.
There were hands thrown as well. And you were a huge witness to what happened in Ghana.
Yes.
There were some parts that the camera didn't, serve to us.
Yes.
What part?
I can't share that out of respect for both cast members.
So that means it really went extra beyond what we saw.
let's just say it was very real.
Wow.
It was very real. It wasn't scripted at all, because I've seen a lot of comments about, oh, they're not even really beefing. It was very real.
Okay, fine. I understand the fact that this show is not scripted, but then there are still real issues between the Real Housewives of Lagos.
Absolutely.
There's still a little of trauma that the production members are throwing, whereby they send you some measurement and then they don't send one person's measurement. I still feel like they're trying to like tease in some 1 or 2 dramas. Like, what's going on in that part?
I honestly feel like it's to be expected. They need it. You know, this is how storylines are created, right? And how you navigate it says a lot about your personality on the program, and how you just, navigate with grace is what I say to everyone else. And I don't know if you guys think I navigated with grace, but I think I did.
They tried.
I tried my best to,
Was there a fake, in all the real beef, was there any fake beef that we missed out on? Were there ones that were specially manufactured?
Yeah, there were a couple.
In between?
Like with Deola. I honestly didn't know she was waiting for me for that long. I wouldn't keep a grown-ass woman waiting for that long.
Absolutely, the way you didn't keep us waiting.
Wow.
Oh man, let me go.
Now she's fine. Trust me, she's fine now.
I just want to ask though, based on what she's asking me essentially, I know like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, of New York, they do give them incentive, like 5K pop an episode extra just for bringing the drama. There's incentive. Did you know that?
Are you sure? I think I'm in the wrong one.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Abroad they do that. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they'll add $5,000 extra per episode if you can bring in the ratings by 5.
Maybe people are hearing. Real Housewives of Lagos. They don't see your mates. Okay.
But who are you the most friendly with?
I love me some Miriam because that's who I knew outside of before
the show.
Yeah, I love Miriam. We bounce off each other's energy.
People think you guys are twinsies.
Really?
Yeah, like,
I love her. She's hilarious. She's the life of the party. Yes, and she was so real.
That got us to know that you actually have a boo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we know that episode. You said you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
That's not for the show. That's real.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not a broke guy.
I'm curious.
No, he's not.
He's not in Nigeria.
A white
No,
tea.
he's not.
A white.
Co-parenting going now. Now that you have your guy, I mean, how's it going? Is it
Your hair is still beautiful.
Every time
You guys have really beautiful.
That's her baby.
I know it's the hair thing. But really, like, how's the co-parenting going? Like, is everything peaceful at the whole front now?
Her makeup is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, yeah.
I think you are avoiding the question.
And I know that you have the words to express what you're thinking. Or in response to my question.
Next question.
I want to ask about therapy a lot.
Yeah.
Who do you think in the Real House of Lagos, who needs therapy the most?
All of
if you
us.
have to say, who
All
is the person
of
that just
us.
like you need extra hours in therapy?
All of us. All of us.
Give us something, Sophia.
Miriam as well.
I know Miriam is your safe answer because she's still laughing up.
Miriam as well, exactly. So you see why I said we all need therapy, because we need to be able to laugh a few things off more. Caroline thinks I'm too I let things go too much. So I think she also needs therapy. I love you, Caro, Dabota and Deola, I don't like to talk about them at all.
Ooh.
But they also need therapy. I feel like Deola actually needs anger management.
So
yeah, but she's actually, at the end of the day, we're all really sweet women, and
different characters.
Yeah, we just have really big personalities, and we're all, little divas in our own ways.
So who are you least likely to want to be locked up in a room with?
Amongst the cast?
Yeah, amongst the cast.
Or if you're stuck in an elevator with.
Yeah, don't want to be stuck here.
I don't think there's anyone that makes me that uncomfortable amongst the cast.
Dabota?
No.
Okay.
She don't do nothing.
Speaking
to
of
me.
which, part of the things that we do on the show is that we also watch certain clips of reality shows all around the world. Now, this is the Mummy Club in South Africa, and one of the reasons why we are talking about this clip is what one of the cast members did. She actually opened up about a traumatic experience she had during her childhood.
Oh, wow.
Coming up next is the drama that continues on the popular South Africa reality show, The Mummy Club. This season, the Joburg moms remain at odds, struggling to find common grounds in a whirlwind of emotions, power plays, and unexpected tensions. Let's hear the opinions of our commentators.
So the Mummy Club is it's more about mummies. I don't know if you've ever want to be on a show like this, where the the premise of the show is them, bonding together as mothers. But obviously there's drama. It's like Real Housewives of Lagos, but the cast members have to be mothers.
Right.
So this is Mrs. Sandy.
She's pretty.
Yeah. So she opened up to one of our, sisters, someone that's like a sister to her, about something that she's been dealing with. She was molested as a child, sexually molested, and she said somehow whenever she traced her source of anxiety, depression, is going back to that incident. And some people were like, is this a show to open up about the kind of things that can be trivialized easily on a show like this? Like, is this the right platform for you to express this kind of deep, troubling memory? What do you think?
Is there supposed to be a designated place to, talk about how you feel? I feel like in Africa, we trivialize, pain too much, especially for SA victims. I feel like they should be seen, they should be heard. We should always make them feel like it's a safe space. Whether it's her, whether it's someone else, on whatever type of platform, we shouldn't continue to stigmatize these things, so that women can actually speak. Victims, not just women, can actually speak up every time this happens.
And it might be the perfect place, actually, that type of platform, to see a woman who's strong like
It is
that.
actually.
And that
It is.
say, I also went through this. It might be the perfect place.
There's a possibility of it being weaponized, by fans
So,
of other cast members,
yeah.
like, oh yeah, this and that. That's why some people felt, oh, why are you coming?
Apart from that, for guys, it might be different. Some guys ask questions as to how did you get to that situation? How were you able to get yourself into that?
Yeah.
Do you get? And I feel like it's a very, very important show for you to discuss things like that, so that men will actually learn that, okay, this is how it is. This is what happens, and this is how you were able to do it.
Me too, as a girl's girl, you can't tell me anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, girl's girl.
Hello.
That's metaphorical.
So were there moments on Real Housewives of Lagos that you wanted to share something deep, and then you held back?
I'm not that type of person.
So you would never share something?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten there at all. I haven't, like I said, I knew of certain cast members, and now we're getting to know each other. They're two different things.
Who were you familiar with at first?
Mariam and Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline used to always message me. She's such a sweet person, because she would message me, when there's some crazy stuff going down. I'm like, are you okay?
Oh, wow.
Are you fine?
So you turn to their therapist.
Are you fine? Are you okay? And I would just always reply, even though I didn't know her personally, I'm fine, thank you for checking in. So to now join the cast, and at certain points found myself being her therapist, was actually ridiculously funny to me. It was so funny, but I love her spirit. I love her personality. I think she says things as they are.
Yeah.
Just like Miriam, and just like Laura as well. I know Laura because I know her sister. And I feel like Laura is always super overlooked and amongst cast members, because she is like a cat. She won't bother you, but she's very interesting.
Yeah.
If you take the time to get to know her, and then if you try her, she will literally rain a storm on your head. But I enjoyed getting to know Laura. I'm still getting to know the other two cast members. And like I said, at the reunion, I'm open. False accusations or not, I'm open.
I actually have a question
the
for you.
reunion has been shot, right?
Yeah.
So in a situation whereby they tend to get you to a corner, whereby you have to reveal some things you don't want to reveal,
Absolutely.
what would happen at that moment?
I sometimes go non-verbal. And I get to this place where I'm just like, whatever you said I did it, and then some. I'm not going to explain myself, because you can very easily find yourself in that place where, because, Dabota knows how to trigger, just the way she triggered Caro and Caro saw red and would fight, you know. So when that happened to me, in all honesty, you guys, after we've shot the reunion, this is some real stuff now. I literally called my therapist the next morning. I was like, you know, 2 weeks ago, I was telling you I'm healed. I'm still on my way there. Because she got me to that place where I almost started saying, I have this and I have that, and I caught myself.
Wow.
And I was like,
so there were fireworks at the reunion.
Yeah, but I was exhausted as well. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. We didn't finish filming till 4.
Wow.
I was over it. My corset was killing me.
The fashion, this season too, you guys brought it.
Actually.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I remember just thinking to myself, in all honesty, this entire experience has taught me to appreciate God's grace upon my life, because certain things that come naturally for us are actually such a big deal. You know, you are just mindlessly living your life and just doing whatever you like, but it's such a big deal for someone and they're like, it's not possible, this kind of thing cannot be happening in your life, you know. So the whole thing has just made me so grateful. I'm more humbled, I feel more grounded now. And I'm just grateful, in all honesty.
So I think your therapist is actually has superpowers, because for you, so normally, basically, when I actually like hear about therapists, I just started watching Lucifer, and then seeing how Lucifer actually had to even go see a therapist was kind of shocking to me. So like seeing therapists have that power to actually like listen to you and make you calm and talk to you about what actually is the issue and everything is so surprising to me, and I feel like
you would try one.
She's your superpower.
Can I tell you? I feel like, in all honesty, people don't talk about the fact that just the way we work out for our bodies, right? Therapy is like working out for your mind, right? The therapist comes, breaks down whatever that issue is and gets to the core of things and tries to help you sit down with those things, make your peace with it, and then move forward. And that's what a therapist is.
That's
it's not as stigmatizing as there's, you know, we have a lot of work to do out here.
We do. And we do have a lot of work unpacking this particular episode, because it is
Which
a
one?
lot. Now this show,
Okay.
it's called The Never Met.
Last.
Two,
Okay.
right?
What's
it's
it about?
Couples that have never met, literally, but they've been dating online.
Okay.
Online.
Okay.
Specifically online.
Not keeping it going.
They've been having video calls, they've been talking to each other online for like a year before they then see each other.
When you started dating your man,
Yes.
was it physical instantly, or?
Yes, we met in person.
You met in person.
Yes.
Okay. But these guys, they didn't meet in person. Some for years, some for months, weeks. The one that you saw before. So there was a guy she's dating. She's been dating for 4 years. They never met.
4 years?
And during the course of, there's a talking stage. And during the talking stage, she told him, oh, I have a kid. I think at the time, 8. So 4 years, that's 12 now. So literally, he knows she has a kid.
One kid?
Yeah, and they now meet, finally. And she's pumping her breast.
Hold on.
Do you know what that means?
She just had another baby.
She's like,
I actually don't.
She had 3 when she liked him to say 1.
No.
Debbie, why have they never met? That's what I want to know.
Right, 4 years.
Yeah.
She's a titan in my eyes.
So
There are some people like that.
She's a
That's what this is
dog.
about. Because in real life, these things happen actually. They do happen. I will not lie. I had this uncle that dated now my aunt for years.
In Nigeria?
He was in America.
He has
here.
to be in.
So he came back home to marry her and all that stuff.
It has to be
So,
in.
but that was that happened.
Because like,
But she didn't have a kid on him. This one had. My girl says you actually had 3 and you told him 1. Fine.
Oh.
Then you now had the audacity to have another one while
In the
While you
relationship.
were dating people, before you met your man, who's not your man, and you wouldn't let us rest until us he's your man. Before you met him, when you met people already knew you had a daughter, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But people who didn't know, were you open to be like, look, I've got a kid and she's my whole life?
Yes. So when I date, I like to date people who don't know that
Why?
I just like a fresh start. I don't, I like a fresh start. So I would literally always say, I have a daughter. She's like the center of my world. And I need you to know that you're not going to come first for a long time.
Okay. So imagine you meet a guy, you are in love with this guy, and you have been talking with him for over months online, and you haven't told him that you actually have a child, or he hasn't told you he has a child. How would you feel when he spills to you that he actually has a child?
First things first, I would never talk to a man who don't always have his kids. If you are a father and you don't take care of your kids, or you don't always have your kids, or it's not a part of your it's what's that Red Sea?
The Red Sea is the Red Sea.
Okay, it's a Red Sea.
thing.
It's a massive, huge flag, and I don't think that it's something that anyone should hide. If you have kids, it's a blessing, So when you're dating, put those cards on the table. Not all the cards.
But in this case, she had a kid on him. I mean, if
She had 4 kids.
three. The new one is the third one, right?
She just revealed the new one.
no, the new one just came too.
She just revealed it.
Yeah,
It
well,
just came. Yes,
does.
definitely.
So
But she revealed it after.
If that had happened to you, say you're dating a guy
And I find out that he has hella kids.
yeah, no, that he had a kid on you while you guys were dating.
Oh boy.
Okay, on that note,
Is Imani allowed to watch? Is Imani allowed to watch?
No, she's not. No,
Sophia,
I thought so.
she's
Sophia,
not.
we've had such a lovely time with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been such a trooper.
Thank
You've
you
tried-
so
although you
much.
did- courtesy of Reality Check on TVC, we have a gift for you. And courtesy of Oz Bag. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just pull it out.
I'll pull it out.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yay.
Yes.
Now you have something for your private
flights
jet.
you take. You want to rest your pretty head. After the reunion, okay, you'll be watching the reunion now. While watching the reunion, you lay your head and watch.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you
And
so
that's
much.
in the car when she's coming.
Yes, and that's courtesy of Oz Bag.
I'm sorry, that was the last one.
That's courtesy of Oz Bag. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Please,
so much for having me,
Can you
guys.
just say thank you to Oz Bag?
Thank you to Us Bag. Thank you for my gift.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you to
so
Aria
welcome.
Foods as well. Thank you to Julie Field Kitchen, and thank you to Blinks and Blanks for being a part of Reality Check on TVC. And we have our fan of the week.
Our fan of the week is Adeshina Oluwatobi.
Yay! Congratulations to you, Additional Oluwatobi. And if you want to get that special mention, all you have to do is use the hashtag Reality Check on TVC anytime you see our content online on YouTube,
Also
on
watch,
social
like,
media, all that
comments,
stuff.
follow.
Well, it's back to Sophia Momodu and her gorgeous self. You have something going on you want to talk about? Your project?
Yes. I just, as you know, guys, collaborated on a book with Stephanie Posari, and it's something that I really.
So I've read part of the book. It's
You have?
so beautiful.
Thank you so
and
much.
So she's pushing her book.
Thank you, and we now officially have a studio for TSM the brand in Lagos. Visit the
beautiful.
page on IG TSM the brand to book, and a walk-in consultation with us, and come and shop with us.
All right, that's the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Sophia, Victor, and Olamide. And thank you to you for being a part of Reality Check on TVC this week. We'll come your way same time, same station, of course. Stay locked. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.